Once upon a time, in a small village nestled in the heart of Africa, there lived a beautiful young woman named Akua. She was known throughout the village for her striking features, but most notably for her exceptionally large eyes. They sparkled like the brightest stars on a clear night, and seemed to see right through to the soul. Akua's eyes were a source of fascination for the villagers, but they also made her the target of cruel mockery and humiliation. The villagers would often stare at her, mesmerized by her eyes, but they would also whisper behind her back, calling her Big Eyes. The proud prince of the village, Prince Bona, was particularly cruel to Akua. He would often make fun of her eyes, saying they were so big because she was always curious about other people's business. He would mock her, saying she had eyes like a bush cow, always wide and alert, ready to run at the slightest sign of danger. Akua tried to ignore the prince's cruel words, but they cut deep into her heart. She began to feel like she didn't belong in the village, like she was an outcast. She would often wander to the outskirts of the village, where she would sit by the river and stare into the water, wondering why she was so different. One day, as Akua was walking through the village, she stumbled upon a group of women gathered around a large stone. They were chanting and singing, and Akua could feel the energy emanating from them. She approached cautiously, not wanting to interrupt, but the women beckoned her to join them. As Akua sat down among the women, they began to tell her a story about the ancient ones who had possessed eyes like hers. They told her that her eyes were a gift, a sign of her connection to the spirits. They told her that she had the power to see beyond the physical realm, to communicate with the ancestors. Akua was amazed. She had never heard such a story before. She felt a surge of pride and purpose, knowing that her eyes were not a curse, but a blessing. She spent the rest of the day with the women, learning about the ancient ones and the secrets of her eyes, but not everyone in the village was happy about Akua's newfound connection to the spirits. Prince Bona, in particular, was furious. He saw Akua's newfound power as a threat to his own authority, and he vowed to do everything in his power to destroy her. Akua, unaware of the prince's plans, continued to explore her newfound abilities. She spent hours by the river, communicating with the ancestors and learning about the secrets of the universe. She began to see visions of the past and present, and she knew that she had a crucial role to play in the village's future, but Prince Bona would not let her fulfill her destiny. He began to spread rumors about Akua, telling the villagers that she was a witch, that she was using her eyes to cast spells on them. The villagers, fueled by fear and superstition, began to turn against Akua. They would throw stones at her, call her names, and even attempt to burn her hut. Akua, heartbroken and alone, was forced to flee the village. She wandered into the forest, where she lived for many days, surviving on berries and stream water, but Akua's spirit was not broken. She continued to communicate with the ancestors, who guided her and protected her. She knew that she had a crucial role to play in the village's future, and she was determined to fulfill it. One day, as Akua was walking through the forest, she stumbled upon a group of wise men. They were ancient and wise, with eyes that twinkled like the stars. They told Akua that they had been watching her, that they knew of her struggles and her triumphs. They told her that she was chosen, that she had a crucial role to play in the village's future. They gave her a small pouch containing a powder made from the rare and sacred Eye of the Gods flower. They told her that the powder would protect her from harm, that it would give her the strength and courage she needed to fulfill her destiny. Akua, with the wise men's blessing, returned to the village. She stood tall, her eyes flashing with determination, as she faced Prince Kofi and the villagers. She told them that she was not a witch, that she was a chosen one, destined to bring prosperity and peace to the village. The villagers, amazed by Akua's courage and conviction, began to see her in a new light. They realized that they had been misled by Prince Bona's lies and superstitions. They apologized to Akua and welcomed her back into the village. Prince Bona, realizing that he had lost the villagers' support, slunk away in defeat.